Negotiators representing the Ethiopian government and the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, have agreed to implement a plan struck in South Africa this month for a permanent, for a permanent cessation of hostilities. Now, the two parties inked the new deal over the weekend in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi, which was witnessed by former President of Nigeria and Kenya, who mediated between the two groups. Whilst the agreement offers hope for a resolution to Ethiopia's conflict, uncertainty still remained in some quarters. Here's more details of that in this report.
Another major step towards resolving a conflict that's killed thousands of people and displaced millions. Representatives of the Ethiopian government and the Tigray People's Liberation Front have been holed up in Karen, southwest of Nairobi, since Monday to agree on various issues following last week's peace deal in South Africa.
Was number one, to silence the guns. Number two, to ensure immediate humanitarian access to the people of Tigray, to the people in the surrounding regions, but to all the people of Ethiopia.
Both parties have agreed to protect civilians and facilitate aid to Tigray, where more than half of the 5 million residents are in need of urgent food aid and medicine.
There will be, with immediate effect, unhindered humanitarian access. As we sit down here and meet here and talk here, there are people in affected areas of Ethiopia, particularly in Tigray, in Afar, in Amhara, that are dying of lack of humanitarian access.
A joint committee is to oversee the disarmament of the TPLF. According to the peace deal, once disarmed, the TPLF will be integrated into the National Army. With both sides accused of abuses and crimes against humanity, there have been mounting calls for accountability.
We did, in that main agreement, go through the issue of transitional justice. But that is a process that can only follow once the guns have fallen silent and once we have dealt with the humanitarian crisis.
Saturday's agreement is yet another significant boost for the African Union, which has been mediating an end to the 2-year conflict.